I remember the early days when ChatGPT just came out. I had so many questions and assumed it was this thing that could answer everything. And then I asked it this.
Writing a historical accuracy fact checking article outlined why the 1970s economic downspin with high inflation was ended by technological advances in the 1980s, which spurred on the economy. Compare and contrast this to the historical assumption that Reagan's tax cut spurred the 1980s economic recovery and rapid growth. Conclude with a statement of which is validated by the history experts as the reason for the U.S. economic growth in the 1980s and why the assumption of tax cuts as the cause is correct or incorrect. Type your script to get started.
There's so many layers to that called a compound question, meaning I was asking 5 different questions at once. It's really common. And by the way, I use an audio recording when I write to hear it because when you hear that, you probably wouldn't ask that question. Even if I asked a person that, it would be confusing and they would go to one part of it or another and try to figure it out, which led me to here where we're doing this podcast led by my subscribers who asked for a prompting Q&A pod.